Keep going, keep growing.
Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Good Juju Nation channel. This is the place that you come to heal so you can become more focused, confident, and disciplined. And in today's video, we got to review 2022, and then we got to talk about how we're going to implement and execute to make 2023 our year. And the beautiful thing about this video is timeless. It doesn't matter when you're watching this. It could be 2028. These are timeless truths and timeless foundations that are going to help carry you forward to achieve more of your goals and start living out your dreams. So for those of y'all that don't know me, my name is James Hodggreen. As of this video date, I am 21. I'm an entrepreneur. I've almost been an entrepreneur for 2 years, and me and my business partner, in our first year of entrepreneurship, we made $697 selling fitness programs. That's a whole nother story. But now that we're in our second year, we just pushed past 35K. And I know that's not the 6 figs yet or the 10K a month yet, but that profit growth is something crazy. And we're about to make another great push. So this is the channel where I'm actually going to be giving y'all the sauce and the tactics. So real quick, let's get into 2022. And like I just told you, me and my business partner, Jonah, shout out Jonah Downey, we went from a place we were making $697 to the next year we made 35K. And we launched some of the things that I did. I launched my first mastermind. I hosted my first live event. I did 3 workshops in schools, 2 out of state speaking gigs, 12 speaking gigs in general. I've coached hundreds of people online. Me and Jonah, we built a weight loss community. We had hundreds of people on his app. So we had a lot of success this year. And where it came from was the work that we were putting in, right? So we weren't hitting these accolades. We weren't seeing all of this growth because of what we were doing necessarily that moment, that second. It was the foundation that we set. So first, note takers are money makers. So I hope you got your notebook out because I'm about to jump into the gems. Because if you want to create a great year, the thing that helped us really generate more success in 2022 and what's going to help us create success in 2023 is understanding. This is the first thing you need to understand if you want to create that success, is you need to be taking productivity, understand productivity versus activity, right? Because a lot of the times when I was in my first year of entrepreneurship, I was just trying to do as much as I could. I was trying to post as many TikToks as I could. I was trying to make as many sales calls as I could. I was trying to do all of these things as much as I could, right? But there's a balance between quality and quantity. But with that being said, just because you're working 16-hour days with your entrepreneurship, just because you're working 16-hour days creating the things that you're creating, are you doing things that are moving the needle forward? And that's something that I had to sit down and have that real conversation with myself. And something that I want y'all to do is write out a list of productive actions that are going to help you live out your dream. Write out a list. Make a long list of all of the things that are going to help you, that are productive and conducive to your dream and align you with the best version of yourself so you can manifest that dream, right? So some examples for me is I need to be recording content. I need to be meditating, journaling, writing out curriculum, recording course videos, networking and collaborating. These are all things that I should be delegating my time to, because this is the thing about growing yourself and growing your brand. You are the brand. You're your own brand. Even if you're not selling something, you are always selling something. Your energy, your image, and that will translate into your sales. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're not, how you are perceived, that's your branding, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing and taking actions that are actually pushing you towards and aligning you towards who you desire to be, right? So then, as me and Jonah started to see this success in 2022, like we had our first 10K month. We made 10K in two weeks. We made 10K in 2 weeks. That was the most money we've ever made. And it just felt so surreal. It felt like, oh my God, what? Like we made it to the Holy Grail, we're rich. And the things that we had to do to get to 10K, it wasn't luck. It wasn't luck on how we got there. And I can dive in another video on how we made 10K in 2 weeks. But the thing that I really want to focus on in this video, in those 2 weeks that we made 10K, our consistency for those 14 days was what created the currency. Your consistency creates currency, right? The thing that people need to admire you for, the thing that people need to respect you for is your consistency and your commitment to your grind. Because when you show up, when you are wearing your own merch, when you're reaching out to people talking about your business, when you're reaching out and talking about your strengths, that's when people are going to be like, wow, this person's for real. And then that's when you're going to start looking at yourself and you're like, wow, I'm for real. So consistency over currency. And within consistency, you need to understand that you need to take progression over perfection. You're not going to be perfect. You may start a habit and you may go 10 days straight, and then day 11, 12, 13, 14, you miss. But don't allow it to turn into a binge. Just hop right back on the horse and pick up where you left off. Because in 2023, I need you to eliminate the mindset of, oh dang, I have to start over. Oh dang, I gotta start over, right? I'm set back. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. You don't have to start over. You have to start where you are. You have to start where you are. So as we have hit that accolade of hitting that 10K a month, and we go through different successes. I start doing my live speaking. I do 5 speeches. I start an online mastermind. I'm generating sales through my courses. People are transforming their lives. The more and more we were living in purpose, and the more and more we were focused on purpose and not being on the grind, just doing things just to do things, the more revenue we started to generate, right? The more revenue we started to generate. But the thing that stopped us from ultimately achieving our goal, because peep this, in 2022, my goal was to earn 120K in revenue. In month 1, we made 10K. So I was on pace 2 weeks into the year. But due to the lack of consistency, we didn't hit it. Did we do great? Did we grow past where we were? Yes. Am I grateful for my results? Yes. Did I have more in the tank? Yes. But the ultimate thing that held me back was the fear. You have to overcome fear, and you have to understand what fear is. Write this down. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's false evidence appearing real. All those what ifs, all of those negative what ifs, this happens, what if that happens? What if this person doesn't like me? What if they say no to buying my brand? What if they think my website's ugly? What if they think my business is stupid? Start asking yourself better questions. That's how you're going to overcome your fear. What if things go right? What if you close that big contract? What if you actually hit your revenue goals and you start preparing yourself for what's coming mentally? Then you're going to be more accepting to those blessings and those things that you're trying to create, that revenue that you're trying to create, right? So understanding that fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's false evidence appearing real. What are the stories that you're telling yourself? That's what's creating your reality. What are the stories that you're telling yourself, right? And as we overcome those fears, the false evidence appearing real, you have to understand and have a foundation. You have to have a sturdy foundation that you, your brand, your mindset, your love, your relationship, your whole life is built off of. What do you stand for? What is your why? What is your purpose? That is your foundation. What were you sent here to do? And once you find that purpose, once you find that, and you may have different ways to articulate it. You may have different ways of articulating it. which is fine, but you have to understand that you need to revisit your foundation. So when you write these goals for 2023, when you get clear on these strategies, when you write out your target audience, when you write out who you want to serve, when you write out all of these things that you've been writing out, revisit them. Because a lot of the times, since we're not consistently doing the things that we need to do in order to make the change that we want, we'll think like, oh, I'm not on the way. But ultimately, when you're on the way, sometimes you have to check the maps every now and then. If I hop in the car and I type in the navigation, I want to go to the nearest grocery store, just because I have the navigation on, I need to look at it, or I need to be listening to it if I can't look at it, right? So with that being said, trust your inner intuition and write out that plan, write out that strategy, and don't limit the plan and strategy, because with that being said, if you limit the plan and strategy of what you actually want to execute versus what you think you can execute, the person that says they can and the person that says they can't, they're both right. So if you want to get crystal clear, because that's what it's going to take for your success in 2023. That's what it's going to take for my success in 2023. That's how I'm going to hit my revenue goal this year, is by being clear on who I desire to serve. So if you want to get clear, if you want to have that foundation, if you want to know where you should start, or maybe you've already started, but you don't know where the next piece is, or maybe you've started, but you don't really know what's the purpose of your brand. What am I actually doing? How am I actually going to make money off this? If you want the frameworks that I give my paid clients, and I help them and walk them through this, the frameworks that I give them for the foundation of their programs, their branding, their communities, then text me the word roadmap to 480-571-7347. Text me the word roadmap to 480-571-7347, and I'll shoot you over a free framework on the foundation that you'll need to succeed for 2023. Because something that I always say is, I don't win until the people win. So I want you to use this for completely free, because I want you to use this, go through this, make money, and then you'll be able to come and invest in yourself with some of my other programs, some of my intensive programs. So make sure you tap into that, download that free resource, and execute and implement. That's the bottom line of 2023. Execute and implement. Make those to-do lists, check off the check boxes, and just get it done. Just get it done. So I'm praying for a great 2023 for you. I know you're going to have a great one, and I'm so excited to see your success, hear your success. So with that being said, drop the wins that you take after watching these videos, or the changes that you're seeing. Drop a comment. I want to hear them, and I want to build that community with y'all. So I'm excited for your success. Go implement, go execute, and like my grandma said, keep going, keep growing. I love y'all. Peace.